It is time now for the video version of Hey Mary Kay, where readers send in their questions and Mary Kay answers them. So Mary Kay, let's get right to it. Bobby Bell of West Carrollton, Ohio asks, would you give up a first and a fourth round pick for Jimmy Garoppolo?
You know what, Dan? I actually would do that. Yes, I know it sounds like a very steep price, but I've said all along that I would give up the first. You know that I've been pretty adamant about that. And the fourth, in my opinion, is really just kind of a throw-in. It's a little bit of a bonus. So although that's being reported as the starting point in the price for Jimmy, I would give up the first and the fourth for him and give it a whirl and see if you can't find yourself a franchise quarterback in him.
If you think he's the guy, I mean, you can honestly make the case that maybe no price is too high. Drew Ramito of Twinsburg, Ohio says, hey, MK, I've just made you GM of the Browns with a thin crop of draft available quarterbacks. Dan. I know. And not many promising free agents and the mediocre play of Robert Griffin III and Cody Kessler. What do you do for 2017? Well,
we've already talked about the first thing that I would do. I would go ahead and try to acquire Jimmy Garoppolo, and I would probably do whatever it takes. At least you know that he has been brought up in a good system. He's had good training, good coaching, and so you've shaved off a little bit of that learning curve. So that's the first thing that I would do. Then I would go out and I would draft another quarterback, and I don't necessarily think you'd have to take him in the first round if you're getting Jimmy. So I would look for one of those diamonds in the rough and take him in maybe the second or the third round. They've got another big bumper crop of picks again this year, so I'd bring in a younger guy, and then I'm not sure if, maybe you keep Josh McCown around as that just veteran presence to bring the younger guys along.
Hugh Jackson did say today that McCown could be a successful coach. That's sort of been his role recently with this team. And finally, Rodney Hilson of Los Angeles, California. What's the importance of securing the top pick for the Browns?
Well, the reason why it's so important is if that player emerges as that just knock it out of the park, home run type of guy, whether it be Myles Garrett or if one of the quarterbacks emerges as that guy, Mitch Trubisky, Deshaun Watson, Deshaun Kaiser, if it becomes obvious that there is that guy, you want to either be able to draft him yourself, or in the case of the Browns, you might also use that for some trade bait.
But I'll say this, if you can't get an impact player at number 2, even if it's not the guy you want, then you might have the wrong guys picking players.
That's true.
All right, hey Mary Kay, if you have questions, submit them down the right rail of cleveland.com/Browns. There's a big picture of Mary Kay there. You can click on it and submit your questions.